Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to myself. I had a little hiatus, a little break, and I am back. So today we're going to do the hip openers. It's one of the most requested movement, I will say. Through my videos, you can movement, poses, and stretches or yoga sequence according to what you want. So some of them are for legs, some of them are for relaxation, but in most all of them, we handle the hips and the emotions. So let's get into this brief movement, yogi-like hip openers. So as usual, I am seated here. I'm gonna take a couple of breaths just to settle, just to enter the place. And the hips are massive hub. It's the connection between the lower and the upper body. And it's where we store a lot of emotions. It's the seat of the first and the second chakra, being the second, one of the most emotional chakras since it's a water chakra. If you're not into chakras, move on. If you are, enjoy it. So I want to start in one of my favorite positions. I'm going to move sideways. So I'm going to open the legs, mat width apart, or even wider than your hips. And make sure your feet are not stuck, like super firm. Bring your hands behind your fingers facing forward or back. Lift your torso, meaning not collapsing here, just nice and tall, lifting, looking forward, and we're going to fan the knees. So knees comes to the same direction. So once the knee is down on the floor, make sure that you're not stepping into your opposite foot. So you need space. Open those legs, mat width apart or even more. Just go side to side. If you want to push a little bit the knee down, go ahead. If you do not like that, just keep. When you feel that resistance, you may stop or you can push a little bit more. Good. We're lubricating the joints first. We're creating heat. You know the sequence for stretching is temperature, time, and patience. So next time the knees comes to the right, hold there, nice and tall. And if you want a little bit more, the right foot was on top of the left side. Make sure that your left foot is in alignment with your knee, 90 degrees. You can see the foot behind there. Once you're here, I'm gonna just hold on your right hand, lift, 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 and release the left and stretch. Nice. Circle the left arm. I like to be efficient, doing two things or more with one movement, and then reverse. I have a full sequence on shoulders, but you can add this one too. Nice. And let's stop, release, and let's switch. Let's go to the other side. Now you can see the back of the pose. So knee in alignment with the foot. Make sure that you're not hurting yourself by putting your feet on the floor. If you have carpet, no problem. I have a very hard floor here. So left foot on top of the side. One more thing, make sure you're not pressing on your joints. Press into the left arm and release the right up. So you're having stretching of the chest, the shoulders, and the hips. Circle the arm and then reverse. Nice. Release back to center. Now we're going to release. We're going to bring the feet back to mat width apart. And the only thing that we're going to be doing, I know we may be tired in this pose, so maybe changing a little bit on fingertips. Just tap and open. Just tap and open. Just tap and open. Just tap and open. We're going to do one more movement here. And then we close this short session. Next time your legs are open, press the feet flat on the floor. Be very mindful. Move into the elbows. Let's give a break into our hands. Bring the hands to the low back so there's no arching as a support. And bring the knees up into a tabletop pose. Hips, knees, foot. You see the tabletop. And now circle. So remember when we talk about hip openers, the hips is a 360. We are 360 creatures. And then reverse. So hip openers means, yeah, we open one side, but we're closing the other one, the opposite. So we need to work in 360s movement. Knees together, let's bring the feet flat on the floor. Bring the chest towards our thigh. Let's bring the hands under. Let's create a little ball here to relax the low back from all those poses. And then super slowly, bring the hands behind you, arch your spine if you feel good. And I hope you enjoyed this first video on hip openers. More to come. Take good care of you. Bye bye.